Madayaw Matinians, the past 3 years was called roller coaster ride for us all. In my 3-year term, we have COVID-19 pandemic. We imposed lockdowns and strict health measures, which not only affected our economy but the livelihood of many of us Matinians. But as the saying goes, God will not give us challenges we cannot hurdle. And hurdle we did. With everyone's help and cooperation, we were able to pass with flying colors. So as I start the fresh mandate of leading our city government in the next 3 years, allow me to submit some of the accomplishments of our different departments and offices in the city of Mati LGU from July of 2019 to June 2022. In a nutshell, my administration have implemented at least 112 infrastructure projects the past 3 years, funded with at least 771 million coming from our city government as well as from the national government. Despite the pandemic and 3 months lockdown, Mati City has recorded total tourist arrivals of 1,073,861, which is surprisingly higher than the pre-pandemic records. This goes to show only that the city of Mati is the leading tourist destination in the Davao region. We also recorded a steady increase in our income the past 3 years. Since 2015 until 2021, the income of the city government of Mati has steadily increased from 852 million in 2015 to 1.7 billion in 2021. And this has increased further for the year 2022 due to the implementation of the Mandanas ruling by the Supreme Court. We also created new departments and offices to better serve our constituents. We now have the Office of the Building Official and the City Information Department. I will no longer go into details for now, as we have prepared a presentation that will show the accomplishment of each departments and offices the past 3 years. So let's watch this.
The City Engineering Office is in charge of the construction of infrastructure projects in the city of Mati LGU, from roads, bridges, potable water systems, water treatment facilities, sanitary landfills, and many others. From July 2019 to present, the City Engineering Office has implemented at least 112 projects, many of which are already completed, some are ongoing, while a few have already been allocated funding and is to start soon. Among the projects prioritized were isolation facilities in 26 barangays within the city so that those afflicted with COVID-19 and other contagious diseases can readily be isolated, thus preventing the spread of the disease. Isolation facilities in 6 cluster barangays were constructed and funded with almost 17 million pesos. Construction of potable water systems in barangays with lacking or no water supply were also prioritized, wherein at least 24 PWS projects were constructed to the tune of 91.9 million pesos. These PWS projects benefited thousands of our residents living in far-flung sitios and puroks. Housing and land development project is another aspect of government service that the MNR administration provided the past 3 years. 10 projects ranging from land development to construction of housing units were also implemented since July 2019. The government has allocated a total of 116.7 million pesos for these projects that would hopefully give strong shelter to Matinians who need them most, like our Lumad brothers and sisters. Daycare centers were also constructed along with other buildings that will give better service to the people of Mati. We constructed the farmers market, the police substation in Dawan, the Pasalubong Center, the mini meat processing plant, the new building of the city's social welfare and development, and many more buildings that will improve the delivery of basic services to the people. We have a total of 13 building projects the past 3 years and allocated a total of 48.2 million pesos for its constructions. Roads were also concreted, and drainage systems and canals constructed and rehabilitated. For road constructions, we have implemented 10 projects with a total of 57 million pesos fund allocation. For drainage and canals, we have implemented a total of 28 projects with a budget of 85.9 million pesos. For the big ticket projects that we all are enjoying, the MNR administration have allocated a total of 355 million pesos the past 3 years. Among them are the improvement of Buso Hot Spring, the Welcome Arc in the Boundaries, repair of the landmark Mate City Obelisk or the Pylon, improvement of the Mayor FGR Park and Baywalk, and the Guangguang Mangrove Park, construction of several wastewater treatment facilities and sewage facilities that will ensure the protection of our base, rehabilitation of the Mati Public Market, improvement of the Rabat Avenue streetscape, traffic signalization, and solar street lighting for 23 barangays. Milestone achievements mark the past 3 years of the Mati City's tourism programs under the administration of Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat. Mati City is the region's prime tourist destination. But due to the pandemic, the tourism industry is one of the most affected by the closure of establishments and the implementation of stricter health protocols, including the several months lockdown back in 2020. But surprisingly, tourism in the city of Mati has increased compared to the pre-pandemic years. From 2019 to 2022, Mati City has recorded total tourist arrivals of 1,073,861. In 2019, only 31 hotels and 34 resorts have been registered with CTPMO for a total of 65 establishments. While in 2020, there are 29 hotels and 40 resorts registered with CTPMO for a total of 69 establishments. In 2021, 27 hotels and 56 resorts are registered for a total of 83 establishments. This year, registered tourism-related establishments in the city numbered to 29 hotels and 68 resorts for a total of 97 establishments. The Mati City Tourism and Promotions Office also offered repatriation to stranded foreign tourists numbering 220. While local workers in the tourism industry were giving aid through the Dole Tupad or the Tulong Panghanap Buhay sa Ating Disadvantaged Workers, wherein a total amount of 894,960 pesos were given to 226 beneficiaries as financial assistance. Dole Camp Bayanihan 1 and 2 also benefited a total of 155 tourism-related establishments comprising of 4,892 workers. Total amount of assistance to TREs amounted to 24.863 million pesos. Major infrastructure projects and programs related to tourism were also undertaken by the present administration since July 2019 until the present. Among them were the creation of the Mati Tourism Council, formulation of tourism code, rehabilitation of Buso Natural Hot Spring, revitalization of Menzi Visitors Information Center in Dahican, crafting of Sleeping Dinosaur Ecotourism Management Sustainable Development Plan, formulating of Tourism Master Plan, operation of City Environment and Ecotourism Center in Guangguang, construction of Mati Information and Assistance Center or Our Pasalubong Center in Sitio Tagawisan, and the improvement of the Mayor Francisco G. Rabat Park and Baywalk and the Mati Pylon. As the City Agricultural Office aims to attain sustainable food security through continuous agricultural development, promote ecologically healthy environment, develop entrepreneur for agri-enterprise and empower people, the office achieved numerous accomplishments since 2019 up to the present. Since 2019, the office monitored the planted mangroves in Barangay Mamali, Dahican, Tupuroks in Matiao. Up to the present, the mangrove trees are still monitored and mangrove tree planting are still conducted. Different establishments were also built by the office since 2019 that includes mushroom laboratories, lechon house, urban agriculture facilities, mangrove nurseries, ponds, poultry dressing plants, agricultural research and development multipurpose center, water systems in different barangays, farmers market, FITS center, agri-complex dormitory, poultry housing, water pumps, dairy facility platform, swine breeding center, fermentary and chocolate processing facility, fish port processing facility, and the Mati City Fishport Complex. In total, 46 establishments were completed by CAO since 2019. Bangkas, different seedlings, poultry, swines, cows, and other farming materials were also awarded to different farmers and growers to different barangays in the city. This is one of the initiatives of the City Agriculture Office headed by the City Agriculturist Eleanor Sambas under the administration of Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat to address the needs of farmers and growers on their agricultural products production. The MNR administration's ultimate goal is to make the city of Mati be food sufficient. As the city of Mati LGU starts its step towards becoming a smart city, the City Information and Communication Technology plays an important role on its realization. Under the MNR administration, the CICT along with the City Information Office reactivated the official web portal of the City of Mati LGU. System developments were also undertaken like the Job Orders Workers Information Management System, the City Social Welfare Development Office's SAP System and Livelihood Assistance and Food Allowance System, which were activated in 2020 and 2022 respectively. Both system applications generate payroll and reports of the beneficiaries. Database management of existing application systems were also maintained. Among the systems are the City Franchising and Regulatory Board, Personal Management Information, SP Archiving, and the City Civil Registry Archiving. The CICT also introduced biometrics in the City Hall, installation of CCTVs, among others. The City General Services Office has been consistently facilitating the different requests from different offices in the LGU and from other government agencies and walk-in clients from different barangays. In 2019, the CGSO's report of the physical count of property, plant and equipment owned by the City of Mati LGU totaled to 1,276,669,614 pesos and 99 centavo, with 1,206,752,121 pesos and 12 centavos for the General Fund, 4,541,649 pesos and 85 centavos for the Special Education Fund, and 65,375,844 pesos and 02 centavos for the Trust Fund. In the year 2020, a total of 7 vehicles were purchased consisting of 4 ambulances given to the City Health Office and 1 to the CDRRMC, 1 brand new motor vehicle to City Mayor's Office, and 1 brand new pickup to the Philippine National Police. In the same year, the said office also acquired 11 units of standard detachable container houses. The containers were distributed to the Commission on Audit, City Accounting Office, City Veterinary Office, City Budget Office, City Health Office, and CHRMDO. For the year 2021, a total of 8 vehicles were purchased and distributed 5 brand new units to the City Engineering Office, 1 unit each to CHO, TIDPO, and PNP. On the present year, 2022, a total of 23 brand new vehicles were purchased and distributed, including brand new dump trucks, which consist of 3 6-wheeler trucks, 1 wheel loader, 2 6-wheeler garbage compactor, 1 6-wheeler boom truck, 2 10-wheeler dump truck, and 1 brand new pickup, while the offices of CTO, CPDO, City Housing, City Agriculture Office, OPO, Public Safety, each received 1 brand new pickup. The Shenro received 3 brand new vehicles, while the PNP, City Health Office, and Kilos Barangay received SUV, rescue vehicle, and van respectively. On the same year, the CGSO conducted a sale through public auction on non-serviceable government properties amounting to 1,218,704 pesos and 52 centavos.
The Office of the City Treasurer is mandated to collect taxes, fees, and other revenues and to take custody and exercise proper management of government funds. Since 2015 until 2021, the income of the city government of Mati has steadily increased from 852 million pesos in 2015 to 1.7 billion pesos in 2021. And this has increased further for the year 2022 due to the implementation of the Mandanas ruling by the Supreme Court. Majority of the income still comes from the internal revenue allotment as well as from the other external sources. On the local sources, we collected a total of 140 million pesos in 2019. This slightly decreased to 128 million pesos in 2020, partly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, we increased this to 145 million pesos. Another source of income is the Special Education Fund, wherein we collected a total of 23.5 million pesos in 2019. This decreased to 14.5 million pesos in 2020, then increased to 19.2 million pesos in 2021. Despite the continuing lockdowns and quarantine limitations, the LGU was able to survive in 2021 with 13% increase in collection over the previous year. Local collection accounts for 10% of overall LGU income, including the SEF on average. Adding it to the general fund's total income would raise the local government's total earnings to 1,173,457,090 pesos and 92 centavos in 2019. 1,437,587,848 pesos and 12 centavos in 2020, and 1,768,753,191 pesos and 39 centavos in 2021. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the local government unit's total yearly income averaged 1.46 billion pesos, expanding at a rate of 20% per year between 2019 and 2021. Loans to Tatak MNR grantees were 9,145,065 pesos as of May 31, 2022, of which 1,880,796 pesos and 82 centavos had already been collected. In the year 2020, TIDPO stimulated the economy by aiding 113 business establishments affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In the year 2021, the TIDPO also aided 7 identified associations for livelihood programs with a total amount of 1,150,000 pesos from the Department of Labor and Employment. The said office also conducted 17 trainings and seminars and produced a number of 28 products. For the next batch, TIDPO has identified 12 associations to aid for livelihood programs amounting 1,600,000 pesos. A total of 66 finished products were also produced in the same batch. TIDPO has also launched its EBPLS program and participated in the City Municipality Competitive Index 2020 to 2021, where the city of Mati ranked 43rd in the Philippines and 2nd in the most improved city in Davao region. The TIDPO has also applied for the most business-friendly LG award for 2021 and has facilitated and participated in the conduct of investment and product promotion through market network revitalization for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Local business tax collections from 2019 until May of 2022 has been a roller coaster ride of sorts, largely due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, the total collections from business taxes and regulatory fees, occupation permit fees, and BPLO certification and other fees amounted to 48,640,658 pesos and 91 centavos. This increased to 54,475,509 pesos and 44 centavos in 2020, then slightly dipped to 54,452,200 pesos and 28 centavos in 2021. As of May 31, 2022, the total collection has already reached to 40,621,344 pesos and 66 centavos, which is already 58.3% of this year's target of 70 million. Since 2019, the number of business permits issued also increased from 336 in 2019 to 550 in 2020, 466 in 2021, and 268 as of May 31 for this year. Renewed business permits also increased from 1,531 in 2019, 1,701 in 2020, 1,843 in 2021, and 1,840 as of May 31 this year. In 2019, the CTFRD collected a total of 792,803 pesos from franchise fees, stickers, taripa, filing fees, application fees, operators permit, license plates, franchise tricycle operators permit, and CFD certificate. In 2020, this decreased to 592,627 pesos but increased the following year of 2021 to 1,295,736 pesos. For 2022, as of month of May, the CTFRD already collected a total of 320,420 pesos. In 2019, the Mati Public Market Administration collected 11,129,966 and 40 centavos, at the same time installed a new cafeteria section inside the market. In 2020, collected revenue totaled to 12,763,777 and 19 centavos. This increased to 13,494,622 pesos and 67 centavos in 2021. In the same year, the Market Administration also installed a water treatment facility, mini-meat processing, and rehabilitated its drainage, canals, and roofings. This year, 2022, a free public Wi-Fi was also installed inside the market along with a smoking area, a washing area, and ceiling fans at the food court. The market also hosted several activities of the LGUs including Kasalang Bayan, Women's Celebration, and COVID-19 vaccination. As the office tasked to formulate integrated economic, investment, social, physical, and other development plans and policies, the City Planning and Development Office, headed by Camilla D. Pusta, accomplished numerous activities in the span of 3 years. For its collection, the office collected 1,032,960 pesos and 31 centavos in 2019. 2,169,070 pesos and 93 cents in 2020, 3,188,625 pesos and 80 centavos in 2021, and 1,292,585 as of April 2022. The collection comes from zoning and locational application collections. Their collection efficiency rate in 2020 and 2021 were 164 and 32% and 159.44% respectively. The CPDO issued a total of 1,174 zoning certifications from July 2019 to April 2022. About 4,252 clearances were also issued by the said office for locational, building construction and land development, new business establishments, and business establishment renewals. 9 development permits were also processed for subdivision projects from 2019 to present. Through the help of CPDO City Ordinance 498 Series of 2021, which institutionalized LGU support and engagement with the civil society organizations, was crafted and passed. Such ordinance is first in the Davao region. Also in 2021, the office coordinated cultural mapping of indigenous communities and sites, Mount Hamiguitan Range Wildlife Sanctuary Integrated Protected Area Fund, and Galing Pook Adapt Plus Innovate course, where the city of Mati was recognized as one of the top 5 outstanding participating cities in the country. It was also in the same year when the office assisted the city agriculture in producing coastal resource management practices that won for Mati City the regional MMK award and facilitated for final competition. Up to the present, the City Planning and Development Office drafted and endorsed operation manuals for numerous tourist spots, including Manzi Beach Parks, Buso Hot Spring, and others. First Market Bagsakan Center in Sitio Tagawisan was constructed in 2020 to give vegetable farmers the proper venue to sell their goods and not compete with the vendors in the public markets. In 2020, the Bagsakan Center was able to collect 2,407,253 from the vendors who sell their goods at the said venue.
The following year, 2021, a total of 3,098,829 pesos was collected. And for this year, as of May 2022, 1,245,472 pesos was collected from the vendors. The Office of the City Building Official is a newly created office by the MNR administration. It is currently headed by Engineer Zenaida M. Luon with the mandate to be primarily responsible for the enforcement of the provisions of the National Building Code and other referral codes. In 2019, the Office of the Building Official or OBO issued 245 building permits, 165 occupancy permits, 39 accessory permits, and 232 temporary electrical permits. In 2020, a total of 385 building permits were issued, 179 occupancy permits, 68 accessory permits, and 556 temporary electrical permits. In 2021, 461 building permits were issued, 269 occupancy permits, 89 accessory permits, and 1,044 temporary electrical permits. This year, 2022, from months January to May, 199 building permits were issued, 157 occupancy permits, 43 accessory permits, and 458 temporary electrical permits. In the year 2019, a total of 63 residential occupancy were recorded, 52 commercial occupancy, 48 institutional, and 1 on industrial and accessory. While on the year 2020, a total of 63 residential occupancy were recorded, 69 commercial occupancy, 10 institutional, 2 industrial, and 3 on accessory. In the year 2021, a total of 118 residential occupancy were recorded, 114 commercial occupancy, 17 institutional, and 5 on industrial, and 7 on accessories. In the months of January to May 2022, a total of 10 residential occupancy were recorded, 40 commercial occupancy, 1 institutional, and 2 on accessory. 2021 has the highest number of buildings inspected and issued with notice of violations numbering to 153. The annual income of OBO for the past 3 years has surpassed its yearly target. In the year 2019, the target income was 985,000 pesos, while the actual income recorded was 3,990,645 pesos and 58 centavos. In 2020, the target income was still 985,000 pesos, while the actual income recorded was 2,553,302 pesos and 60 centavos. In 2021, the target income was 2 million, while the actual income recorded was 3,471,422 pesos and 80 centavos. For the months of January to May 2022, the target income of 2 million has already been surpassed with a total amount of 2,926,750 pesos and 42 centavos. The City Budget Office prepares the city government's annual and supplemental budgets as they manage the level of commitments and advises the city mayor and the Sangguniang Panglungsod on all phases of budgetary preparation. In the year 2019, the office prepared and submitted 8 supplemental budget, 12 supplemental budget in 2020, 8 supplemental budget in 2021, and 3 supplemental budget in 2022 from month of January up until June. In total, 31 supplemental budgets were submitted from 2019 to 2022. The office had also certified 15,938 obligation requests in 2019, 15,115 in the year 2020, 15,394 in 2021, and from January until June of 2022, they certified 7,163 obligation requests. From the calendar year of 2019 to 2022, a total of 53,610 obligation requests were certified. In 2019, 68 were pre-reviewed and submitted barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan annual and supplemental budgets, 80 in 2020, 75 in 2021, and from January to June 2022, 25 annual and supplemental budgets. In total, 248 were pre-reviewed and submitted from the calendar year 2019 to 2022. Moreover, the office prepared 98 allotment release order in 2019, 139 in 2020, 351 in 2021, and 207 allotment released order from the month of January up until June 2022. A total of 795 allotment orders were released from 2019 until June 2022. The office submitted 33 reports in 2019, 33 in 2020, 33 in 2021, and 16 were submitted from January to June 2022. In total, 115 were submitted in the span of 4 years. The Office of the City Assessor produced a quarterly report of real property assessment dated from October 2019 up to the present. This contains the data on real property assessment on a quarterly basis that the City LGU uses to monitor the real property classification of the city. On the second quarter of 2019, the total tax collectibles or TTC is 35,865,822 pesos and 40 centavo. This increased to 39,200,490 pesos and 80 centavo for 2020. In year 2021, it grows to 41,705,312 pesos and 40 centavo. As of the first quarter of 2022, the TTC escalated to 42,543,320 pesos and 60 centavo. This real property covers 26 barangays of the city of Mati, which will be used as locations for infrastructure, building, and avenue for the programs and initiatives of the LGU. From January to December 2019, the total amount generated by this office is 37,290 pesos from the issuance of tax declaration, certifications, and vicinity maps. On the next year, this expanded to 318,700 pesos. In the latest report of year 2021, the total amount continued to boost to 422,695 pesos. In 2019 to 2022, the Mati City Veterinary Services Office conducted programs and activities such as animal health programs and activities, livestock industry development support programs and activities, and their regulatory and enforcement programs and activities. The said office conducted animal health mission, vaccination, deworming, and treatment in the 26 different barangays of the city of Mati, rabies control and prevention program, livestock stocking project, and veterinary services. CVO also conducted animal impounding services with 1,830 stray animals impounded from year 2019 to 2022. CVO also provided cash assistance to affected farmers of African swine fever, amounting 630,000 pesos to 50 farmers beneficiaries from the Department of Agriculture, 990,000 pesos to 66 farmers beneficiaries from DSWD, and 240,000 pesos to 66 farmers beneficiaries from the city of Mati LGU. Farmers also received livestock insurance claims from the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation with a total number of 534 insured farmers and a total amount of 341,450 pesos claims from 2019 to 2022. CVO also conducted livestock breeding and artificial insemination program with a total number of 11 activities which benefited 83 animals from 2019 to 2022. CVO has also conducted livestock auction market and establishment of dairy hub and the mini-meat processing facility. The CVO has also provided a program about meat quality and safety program such as anti-mortem inspection, seminar on meat handling, task force Bantay Carne and farm evaluation, inspection, and accreditation. In addition, CVO conducted Task Force Bantay Carne along with other agencies where they confiscated 2,968.13 kilos of meat with total number of 40 operations from the year 2019 to 2022. Lastly, City Veterinary Services Office total revenue collection is 2,241,116 pesos and 50 centavos from 2019 to 2022. Upon assumption to the office of the city mayor in 2019, one of Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat's marching order was for the rehabilitation of the city's slaughterhouse. Since then, the Mati slaughterhouse was repainted, holding pens including water piping were repaired, weighing scale and panel doors were replaced, employees' kitchen and garage were improved, livestock weighing scale were installed, and meat delivery vans were reconditioned along with improved delivery schedule. The Mati Slaughterhouse was also given a license to operate as a double accreditation certified by National Meat Inspection Service. Slaughterhouse also implemented policies, rules, and regulation of City Ordinance and Republic Act 9296 or the Meat Inspection Code of the Philippines. Mati Slaughterhouse Office also increased collection from 2.6 million pesos in 2018 to 2.9 million pesos in 2021. Slaughterhouse also facilitated the delivery of swine fatteners to address the shortage of high price of pork retail price in meat markets from 260 pesos per kilo down to 230 pesos per kilo. In addition, Slaughterhouse conducted regular seminars related to meat safety and meat handlers. Ever since the start of the COVID-19 global pandemic, the Mati City Health Office has been relentless in its duty and responsibility of taking care of the health of the public. In the year 2020, the LG initiated Medical Assistance Program, jointly managed by CHO and City Lingap Office, which provides free medical laboratories and medicines for outpatients, inpatients, and other beneficiaries. The CHO also served 107 beneficiaries from July to December 2020, costing to 256,800 pesos through the LG sponsorship program for the enrollment of PHIC. It also served a total of 154 beneficiaries of the telepsychiatry services and acute psychiatric care unit from May 2020 to May 2021. A total of 900,000 pesos was the estimated cost of treatment rendered. The CHO also established COVID-19 triage, isolation and quarantine facility at the Milagrosa Center, where renovation works amount to 10 million pesos, while the operational cost for 6 months totaled to 20 million pesos. The City Health Office also won first place as the top-performing municipality in the Philippines for RRTB interim outcome for 2020. The CHO also helped in crafting 6 resolutions or ordinances related to public health, namely Resolution number 104 series of 2020, a resolution providing food allowance to health workers serving in the ACS isolation facility in the amount of 10,000 pesos per month. City Ordinance number 427 series of 2020, Disiplina Panahon sa Pandemya, City Ordinance number 419 series of 2020, an ordinance prohibiting discrimination against frontline workers in the city of Mati. Executive Order number 25 series of 2021, IRR of the City Ordinance number 401 series of 2020, or also known as the revised Mati AIDS Ordinance 2020. Resolution number 37 series of 2020, a resolution adopting in the City of Mati Provincial Ordinance number 16-0108-2019, otherwise known as an ordinance adopting the Adolescent Health and Youth Development Program in the province of Davao Oriental. Ordinance number 482 series of 2021, an ordinance institutionalizing the City Epidemiology Surveillance and Response Unit, prescribing its organizational structure and staffing pattern, determining its powers and functions, appropriating funds necessary for the operations. In 2021, a budget of 3 million pesos was allocated to the telepsychiatry services. A total of 11,100,000 pesos was also allocated for the implementation of the EMS, Inter-Facility Transport, or the Barangay EMS Disaster Response. On the vaccination against COVID-19, the City Health Office headed by Dr. Benhorket Bagan Jr. also vaccinated 89% or 111,457 of its 125,233 target population as of month of June 2022. Mati City has the highest rate of vaccination in Davao region from March to May 2022. For the past year since 2019, the Office of Lingap has been a great help to the Matinians in terms of health that provides free medical laboratories and medicines. For the year 2019, there were 304 Matinians who benefited from the said office. For 2020, the number of beneficiaries increased to 5,152. It was also the year that the administration of Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat had full control of the annual budget of the city. For the year 2021, a total of 5,334 beneficiaries have been recorded and a total of 5,423 for the year 2022.
In total, the Lingap office has helped 16,213 Matinians with their free service of medicine and medical laboratories such as X-rays, CBC, CT scans, spending a total of 11,066,072 pesos and 50 centavos for the said period. The Office of the City Social Welfare and Development is mandated to develop, administer, and implement comprehensive social welfare programs aimed at improving living conditions and empowering disadvantaged children, youth, women, older people, people with disabilities, families in crisis or at risk, and communities in need. During the year 2019, about 8,437 Matinians received a total of 4,983,607 pesos in social welfare and social services such as the Emergency Assistance Program, Child Welfare Program, Women Welfare Program, Family and Community Welfare Program, Senior Citizens Program, and Persons with Disabilities Program. The number of beneficiaries in 2020 increased to 273,486 and received a total amount of 53,308,880 pesos for the same social welfare and social services and projects. In 2021, the number of recipients dropped to 150,625, as did the total sum for social services and projects, which only totaled to 16,524,382 pesos plus 78 kilos of rice in comparison to the previous year. These changes are the result of the COVID-19 pandemic, as the office focused and assisted other components and activities such as food distributions among Matinians in the middle of the health crisis. Hence, the agency anticipates that by the end of 2022, the number of beneficiaries and overall number of projects would have increased as the economy recovers. In the year 2019, the Mati City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office conducted an installation of permanent signages, acquired medical and rescue equipment, payloader, and ambulance. The office also purchased early warning system and started the rehabilitation of CDRRM Operation Center and construction of CDRRM Garage. The following year, 2020, the office had its construction of water tank for fire truck refill, purchased communication equipment for alternative care site in Milagrosa, and help in the COVID-19 operations. They have also acquired new medical and rescue equipment. From July 2019 to the present, under the MNR administration, the Mati City RRMO has a total of 871 ambulance runs, all for free. Mayor Nakpil Rabat saw to it that the city government will not charge anything to Matinians whenever they would use the city RRMO ambulances and rescue vehicles. Last year, 2021, CDRRMO facilitated flood control measures at Barangay Luban and Cabuaya. The office also purchased CCTVs and rapid emergency telecommunication team equipment. It also had its construction of toilet with bathroom, 4 alternative care sites, and shelter for the Philippine Army's 66th Infantry Battalion. Rehabilitation of CDRRM Evacuation Center and Kia Bongo Ambulance and the customization of photo track purifier were all done in the same year. The City Disaster Risk Reduction Office also conducted yearly trainings and workshops and also the yearly insurance for volunteers.
The Hotline for Change was specifically created by the MNR administration to serve as the complaint desk of the City of Mati LGU that will receive complaints from Matinians of various nature and resolve the same as the soonest possible time. When Hotline for Change started to put up its Facebook page and hotline numbers, the said office was suddenly deluged with complaints ranging from dangling wires, drag racing, garbage collection, road repairs, and many more. In 2019, the Hotline for Change had a total of 26 resolved cases. In 2020, Hotline for Change had a total of 43 resolved cases. In 2021, they recorded 53 resolved cases. Majority of the complaints were readily resolved with the help of the City Engineering Office. Even private companies were also asked by Hotline for Change to address the complaint concerning their offices. The Mati City Information Office is a newly created department under the MNR administration. Its task is to bring factual information from the local government directly to the constituents. In 2019, the Mati CIO reactivated the official website of the City of Mati LGU, www.matigov.ph, with the help of the Department of Information and Communications Technology and its local counterpart, the Mati ICT. Social media presence of the City of Mati LGU has also been improved through the creation of the official Facebook and YouTube accounts of City of Mati LGU, including Twitter and TikTok accounts. The Facebook page account of the City of Mati LGU now has more than 72,000 likes with an average of 1 million reach per week. Aside from the social media, the Mati CIO is also producing two shows, namely the Ang Mati Karon, which is a weekly newscast, and the Istoryang Mati, which is a bi-monthly talk show. With the strong support of the City Mayor's Office, the Mati CIO is able to deliver information directly to the people and has been able to deliver complaints from constituents directly to the concerned offices for faster coordination and solution.
Amidst the continuing pandemic situation in the city of Mati, the Civil Security Unit Office is relentless in maintaining peace and order, extending every possible assistance to the community and in assisting the local government in the delivery of much-needed government services. The CSU leadership continuously endeavors to maintain its security force that is highly capable, effective, and credible to be able to serve the community and maintain peaceful and order in the city. There are 255 CSU job orders and 10 CSU regulars under the administration of Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat. In July 2019 to July 2020, CSU personnel were deployed in different assigned areas within Mati City. CSU is responsible for patrolling and monitoring the surrounding areas, bus stops, parks, and other public and unsupervised places to ensure safety for the public. But aside from the usual guarding of public places and government properties, Mati CSU personnel also underwent proficiency training such as VIP security and protection orientation. With the help of our CSU personnel, lost bags, documents, money, mobile phones, and the likes were retrieved and returned to the rightful owners. Our CSU also participated in police operations like apprehension of inmates, interception of stolen fighting cocks, apprehension and confiscation of deadly weapons, and apprehension of 2 minor offenders.
The Public Safety Office remains focused and steadfast in the performance of its mandated tasks, which is public safety. From 2019 to 2022, PSO personnel were deployed in different assigned areas within Mati City. The Civil Security Unit is responsible for security assistance on schools, VIPs and events, monitoring, maintaining peace and order, extending assistance to the community, government services and PNP, border checkpoint, and others. The PSO also provide assistance in the support to City Tourism Office on inspection of beach resorts, establishments, and other tourist areas in lines with the implementation of the Health Standard Protocol on COVID-19. Public Safety also provides assistance to PNP on riot of minors, aborted robbery, stoning incidents, illegal gambling, and implementation of curfew hours through Public Visibility Night Mobile Patrol 24/7. But aside from the usual guarding of public places and government properties, PSO also conducted orientation of barangay functionaries, barangay chairman on public safety, barangay tanod, BPATs regarding the implementation on City Ordinance Number 427 or the Disiplina Panahon sa Pandemya Ordinance on all 26 barangays of City of Mati. Public Safety has also provided assistance to the government employees during the tree planting of mangroves, cleanup drive, road clearing, and flood assistance. During the campaign period and election day, PSO provided security assistance during the COMELEC gun ban. Public Safety has a total number of 1,203 assigned security activities from July 2019 to December 2019. In January to December 2020, PSO has a total number of 14,443 assigned security activities, while from January to December 2021, PSO has a total number of 47,672 assigned security activities. From January to June 2022, PSO has a total number of 929 assigned security activities.
The Housing Community Development and Resettlement Department is responsible for implementing the city's socialized housing program, as well as providing appropriate relocation or resettlement for the city's underprivileged and homeless residents, as well as informal settler families. The total income collected by the said office in 2019 is 344,761 pesos and 20 cents. It goes up to 469,728 pesos and 20 cents in 2022. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it drops to 288,856 pesos in 2021. The total amount collected as of May 2022 is 96,961 pesos and 87 cents. The entire amount for land development in 2020 is 75,089,536 pesos and 90 cents, which comprises of clearing, grubbing, embankment, line canal construction, and other activities. The overall cost of land purchase in 2020 is 19,618,500, with a total size of 60,568 square meters, including Mayor Michelle Nakpil Rabat's donated property. The overall cost for land development in 2021 is 74,102,065 pesos and 7 cents, while the total amount for land acquisition is 42,092,763 pesos, covering a total area of 144,575 square meters. The overall land development amount for the calendar year 2022 is 19,996,985 pesos and 89 cents, while the land acquisition cost is 107,878,150 pesos and covered a total land area of 222,868 square meters. The City Environment and Natural Resources Office is responsible for the conservation, management, and development of the city's environment and natural resources and ensures environmental protection within the framework of sustainable development. Among the programs and projects implemented by Cienro since 2019 are the series of intensive solid waste management campaign through the Upland Tokhang sa Basura initiative, the mangrove planting activities by the Pujada Bay Eagles Club and the Philippine Statistics Authority, and the technical assistance extended to the Sangguniang Panglungsod Committee on Environment for the issuance of several SP resolutions. Moreover, in 2020, a total of 7,600 bamboo hills were planted under the Bamboo Riverbank Stabilization Program, 350 proper hills as part of different mangrove planting activities, and a mascot launching through Binboy, Mati's environmental ambassador. Meanwhile, in 2021, an additional 6,100 bamboo hills were seeded in 10 different barangays. 350 bins were distributed to all city government offices and facilities, and 1,483 booklets were handed to the public as part of the SWM Information Education Campaign. On the present year 2022, multiple cleanup drives were conducted in celebration to Earth Day 2022, while initial undertakings regarding the Luban Island Bat Sanctuary Management Plan have begun. Also, 1,000 propagules were planted under various mangrove planting activities.
COVID-19 pandemic also affected the holding of sports activities in the city of Mati, including trainings and competitions of our athletes. In 2019, several sporting activities were conducted year-long like the Batang Pinoy, Sambucan Festival sports competitions, among others. In 2020, due to the pandemic, the Davra Amit, Mati's hosting of the IP Olympics, City Hod sports activities including Barangay Sports Caravan and Summer Sports Clinics were also cancelled. But in 2021, we slowly resumed some of our sports activities and participation to sports competitions. On March 2021, the City Sports conducted an annual seminar for Taekwondo instructors courses. We also participated on goodwill games like the Inter-Municipality Tennis Club's team tournament and fellowship. On December 2021, we conducted the Tour de Mateteo Cup with 596 participants. This was followed by the first ever King of the Ramp skateboarding competition with 30 participants. This year, our athletes have already started joining in sports competition online and within the Davao region. Until month of May, Mati athletes took part of the 2022 online Mindanao-wide Pumsei and Speed Kicking Taekwondo Championship, on the Igacos Open Football Festival, and the Frisbee Open Tournament. Trainings, workshops, and seminars on Taekwondo, football, and badminton were also conducted with 237 participants in total. And when we celebrated our 19th Wadube Festival and 15th Cityhood Day earlier last month, the Raja Sports Festival was conducted with about 900 athletes joining competitions in basketball, volleyball, boxing, lawn tennis, badminton, shore casting, billiards, skateboard, and taekwondo.
For the past years, the PESO aims to bridge Matinians to the different livelihood opportunities and employment headed by Mrs. Pauline Elsa Ulita. In the year 2019, the PESO records a total of 2,825 job vacancies, 3,314 in 2020, 2,079 in 2021, and 3,518 from January to May 2022. In the year 2019, a total of 10,129 applicants have been registered, 10,011 in 2020, 8,925 in 2021, and 4,650 from January to May 2022. The Special Program for Employment of Students, or SPES, is one of the consistent programs of PESO. In the year 2019, a total of 154 students were hired in the SPES, 124 in the year 2020, 102 in 2021, and 200 from January to May 2022. Aside from the SPES, PESO also has its CEC, or Career Employment Coaching. In the year 2019, a total of 2,139 junior high school or grade 10 school students were recorded to participate in the CEC, 2,248 in 2020, 2,159 in 2021, and 2,710 from January to May 2022. For the college job seekers, a total of 1,406 participants were recorded to participate in the CEC in the year 2019. For the high school students, a total of 1,346 in 2019, 1,398 in 2020, 1,401 in 2021, and 1,786 from January to May 2022. A total of 2 job fairs were also conducted in the year 2019, where 85 participants were hired on the spot. 1 job fair conducted in 2020, where 20 were hired on the spot. 1 job fair in 2021 with a total of 15 hired on the spot, and 1 job fair conducted in January to May 2022 with 10 participants hired on the spot. For the comprehensive program package for displaced workers, a total of 3,153 beneficiaries were recorded in 2019, 2,008 in 2022, 2,149 in 2021, and 2,017 from January to May 2022. The PESO also has different programs and provided different campaigns such as the Anti-Illegal Recruitment Campaign, extended livelihood for the returning OFWs, implemented local recruitment activities, and organized Rural Workers Association.
As you have given me a fresh mandate for the next 3 years as your city mayor, my administration plans on making the city of Mati food sufficient. Food sufficiency and not food security is the end goal. We produce our own food for our own people, thus eliminating the need to import food from other countries, other provinces, and other towns. That is why this early, we have already talked with some investors who wanted to put up some corn farms here and other grain produce. In the past 3 years, we have established our chicken dressing plant, our dairy plant, and of course, the ongoing construction of our Mati City fish port. All these projects will contribute to the realization of our goal of becoming food sufficient. And of course, we still will support and improve our tourism facilities, considering that we are now the #1 tourist destination of the Dabaweños. Hopefully, the Mati Airport would soon be expanded and tourists from Luzon and Visayas would come in. All that we do is for the good of the people of Mati, and all of our plans would need the support and cooperation of all Matinians. You gave me an overwhelming mandate the last election, and I hope that this will continue in the next 3 years of my second term of my administration. Ang kalampusan sa City of Mati LGU, kadaugan natong tanan. Daghang salamat ug maayong adlaw kanatong tanan.